Chief Justice David Maraga is expected to proceed on terminal leave in 2 weeks' time. This is in preparation for his retirement on January the 12th when he turns 70 years of age, beg your pardon. But what does this mean for the recruitment of his successor, given a polarized Judicial Service Commission and a Deputy Chief Justice fighting criminal prosecution? Olive Burrows found some answers.
David Maraga's tenure as Chief Justice has been anything but a run-of-the-mill, and his exit has proved just as fraught. In the latest turn of events, the Office of the Chief Registrar has notified him that he's expected to go on terminal leave in 2 weeks' time. But what will this mean for the operations of the court, given a Judicial Service Commission whose members are already in a public part about recruiting a successor, and a Deputy Chief Justice whose removal the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions is pursuing?
It is not be suspended because the suspension is not automatic. It is something that a decision that is made. I don't think a decision has been made effectively right now to suspend her.
A recruitment process further complicated by the executive and legislature, chomping at the bit to cut the judicial arm of government to size.
But the lobbying, that is only natural. Anybody who expects that not to happen is, like I said, criminally naive. Also, don't forget that the Chief Justice is a quasi-political institution. It is not just like
Still smarting from Maraga setting into motion the process for its dissolution, Parliament is considering a bill that, if passed, would in future see the process of securing a successor to the Chief Justice start 6 months prior to the expiry of tenure. An act of law which would settle the predicament the JSC presently finds itself in. One faction making the case that the process of securing a successor should be well underway before the CJ leaves office, while the other views it as jumping the gun.
And I'm not sure that the disagreements with the JSC necessary to lack of independence. I mean, the JSC is not meant to be acquired.
What is undisputed is the process of selecting Maraga's successor is a defining moment for the judiciary. Under Maraga's stewardship, it tested the limits of power, annulling a presidential election win and advising the president to dissolve parliament. There are also more pressing matters to consider. Aside from the timely interventions necessitated by the coronavirus, there is also the Supreme Court's quorum to consider.
The DCJ has not been sitting. That complicates the quorum. So in terms of operations, it's not fatal, but it's not ideal.